Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage deep in the woods, lived a mother pig with her 3 adorable little piglets. As the piglets grew bigger and stronger, their small home started to feel a bit crowded. One sunny morning, Mother Pig gathered her children and said, "My dears, it's time for you to go out into the world and build your own homes. But remember my words. Whatever you do, do it with all your heart and build it to last." With a kiss and a wave, the 3 little pigs set off on their grand adventure. The first little pig, who loved to play and disliked hard work, soon came across a farmer with a wagon full of straw. Perfect, he thought. This will be quick and easy. He bought the straw, and in just a few hours had built himself a simple, cozy house of straw. He danced around his new home, singing, "My house is built, my work is done, now I can have all the fun." The second little pig, who was a bit more thoughtful but still in a hurry to relax, walked a little further. He found a man gathering a bundle of sticks. Sticks are stronger than straw, he reasoned. This should be good enough. So he built his house of sticks. It took him a whole day, a little more effort than his brother, but soon he too was finished and ready to play. Now, the third little pig was different. He remembered his mother's advice about doing things with all his heart. He knew that a truly safe home required time and dedication. He walked past the fields of straw and the piles of sticks until he found a bricklayer with a load of strong red bricks. "This is it," he declared. He bought the bricks and got to work. It was hard, tiring work. Day after day he mixed mortar and carefully laid each brick, one on top of the other. His brothers would often visit, teasing him, "Why are you working so hard? Come and play with us." But the third pig just shook his head and kept on building. He built a strong foundation, sturdy walls, and a solid chimney. Finally, his beautiful, strong brick house was complete. He was tired, but very proud. Not long after, a big bad wolf came prowling through the woods. He was hungry and had a wicked glint in his eye. He spotted the straw house first and knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," he growled. The first pig squeaked in terror. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf smirked. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." And with one mighty puff, he blew the straw house to pieces. The little pig ran as fast as his legs could carry him to his brother's house of sticks. The wolf followed, licking his lips. He arrived at the stick house and saw 2 frightened pigs inside. Little pigs, let me come in," he roared. "Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins," they cried together. "And I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," he bellowed. He huffed and he puffed, and with a great whoosh, the house of sticks collapsed into a pile. The 2 pigs scrambled out and raced towards their brother's brick house. They burst through the door just as the wolf arrived, now angrier and hungrier than ever. He hammered on the strong wooden door. Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins," shouted all 3 pigs from the safety of the brick house. The wolf laughed. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," he huffed. He puffed. He huffed and puffed again. But the brick house didn't move an inch. It stood as strong as a mountain. The wolf was furious. He tried and tried until he was completely out of breath. He realized he couldn't blow the house down, so he decided to climb onto the roof and go down the chimney. But the clever third pig had anticipated this, quickly placed a large pot of water on the fire. Just as the wolf slid down the chimney, he landed with a big splash right in the pot of hot water. He yelped and shot back up the chimney, running away into the woods, never to bother the 3 little pigs again. The first 2 pigs hugged their brother tightly, thanking him for his hard work and foresight. They finally understood their mother's lesson. From that day on, they all lived together happily and safely in the strong brick house. And they learned that taking the time to do something right from the start is always the best way. Thank you so much for joining us for this story. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more classic tales. See you next time.